Hey guys, welcome to the Stream Space, or welcome back if you've been here before. We have another saber review to do. In fact, one of the other producers that we've been meaning to get a saber from and just haven't been around to, we came across an opportunity to get one locally, so we did. We are holding here Kyberlight. So these guys are pretty cool. They've got this is a more like a standard saber from them. So this is like what you'd get maybe with like the Knight package, you know. It's got a useful cover tech wheel. I always make that remark because I still think cover tech wheels on replicas are stupid. Personal opinion. So these guys do custom sabers. They have a central, like a saber hilt system though. So you get their base hilt and then it comes with like this basic sheath system that's currently on the one I just showed you. But then you can order kits to make them look like other characters. So what drew us to the one we wanted that we ended up getting was that they had good old Cal Kestis's setup. They had his sheath system, so I was actually really excited to see it was on for a good price, and the guy gave me a pretty solid deal. But also, you know, to see this be, I mean, I'm excited. Like, these are rechargeable. They have a lot of different things you can do with them. You connect them to your computer to update their firmware and add other stuff in if you so choose. They do come with a bit more of a caveat in terms of like actually getting them. So they do a little more batch order style production. So you have to put in your order and then wait for the next batch to actually come out. So, I mean, that can kind of suck if people don't like waiting. But, I mean, this, in my case, was, like I said, a lucky. So, if we go over the saber, it's got a lot of, it's got good weight to it. And I would say that, you know, I mean, damn. Man, I just cut my own head off. Terrible. How dare I? So anyways, I'll kind of show you what that whole system looks like. So just so you can kind of see what I mean. So, wanted to get us some Allen keys. That these are, I call them blade screwdrivers, but they're Allen keys. If you have a standard Allen key set, there's a good chance that you have what you need to manipulate these. So we're going to turn this one. I'll show you all the equipment it comes with. But we're going to turn it back into the Cal Kestis side of things. Right. So as you could see, that one I'll go over. If you kind of remember, it was a kind of a black and silver approach to its current setup. And that is one of the default skins that they come with. They come with a black basic sheathing. So you can also get silver. This is, again, chrome silver, so it's like super basic. It doesn't look bad with this on it, but I think it's kind of plain. That's my opinion. So this is what we have here. So this almost looks like almost like a discount Darth Vader saber, minus the jut out for the power switch. But that's essentially what I went with on it. I think it looks really cool, but super easy to take apart. So this first screw, just pop that off there. Now, if the blade retention screws are pulled out like that guy is, then you gotta do is grab your blade screwdriver, screw it in a little, and then it'll go right down. So slide it off. Okay, got a clean emitter there. You have a cover tech wheel, which doubles as part of the screw system. So you've got to take apart both sides of it. So just try and keep that where you can see it. So we're going to undo that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now don't lose your stuff because, I mean, especially me specifically. This screw goes straight through the actual blade screw, or the actual cover tech wheel, so you can see that's the screw right in there. So we got to take that out. It's kind of cool to work on this too. It really makes you feel like you're like sitting at your saber bench as a Jedi and making some modifications. I mean, each lightsaber was unique to a different Jedi. I mean, even in Ahsoka, you can see them using their unique lightsaber builds to identify them. Okay, so sheathing's off. This is the black sheathing. So this is what that looks like with nothing on it. It's just, yeah, somewhat phallic, I guess. So we're going to put this guy on there. So you can see this is the Cal Kestis venting and grip. So we put that in place. It's nice and smooth. So once you get the screw holes lined up, the CoverTech wheel is kind of cool because you can see it's meant to go around something, so it's curved. So we'll put that in place, and then you get your blade screwdriver once again. This kind of helps also secure it. This will secure the bottom. Okay. All right. So there's the CoverTech wheel. That's in place. Let's put the other screw in place. This is just a more basic screw, but it does kind of finalize securing that component down. Okay, and again, blade screwdriver. Okay, don't want to go too hard, you know, so don't, you know. Just curious. I mean, that would look cool. Kind of reminds me of the Megiddo build in Jedi Fallen Order. Just fun fact. So we're going to slip the emitter for Jaro Tapal on this one because that's actually who this emitter belongs to, and we all know it. Okay, sits up just like that. This is where the bigger screw goes. Okay, and screw that down. Okay, nice and secure. And you can still access the blade retention screw through the sheathing, so that's pretty nice. For charging, it's just a basic Type-C port down there. And each button actually has a purpose. So the first one's mainly for power, like firing it up for the first time, and the second one is actually for like manipulating your options, or maybe the other way around. Let's find out. Okay, so we're going to start with the bottom button. Nada. Okay, top one controls power. Second one must control options. So let's see. I don't know what setting this one currently has, but like a dark saber almost. That was like a dark saber.
Son of Corellia.
Okay, Son of Corellia. I think that would be Cal, so
Enter multi-block mode. Exit multi-block mode. Enter multi-block mode. Exit multi-block mode. Battery level 97%.
97%. It actually has a way to tell you the battery level. That's nice.
Battery level 97%. Enter multi-block. Exit multi-block.
We don't really have a we don't have a manual for this one right now.
Battery level 95%. Tusken Terminator.
Tusken turn. What a way to say Anakin without saying Anakin. So. Oh yeah. It's got smooth swing too, so it's like actually like notices how fast you're moving.
Unlike stable.
So that would be Kylo Ren.
Electric staff.
Electric staff? Like Magna Guard? Okay.
Mag cycle.
So this is the mag cycle. It's like that's like the thing he rides, like Grievous rides to escape. I find that to be an unusual decision. That's the one from earlier.
Glitch.
Glitch? I gotta say, like, volume-wise, this is pretty crazy. This thing is really loud.
Darkness.
Darkness. So probably Darksaber? No. Kylo's a lot closer to Kylo's, so obviously it's got a red blade to it.
The second.
Second. Sounds like a reference to maybe Second Sister from Fallen Order.
Fulcrum.
Fulcrum, so that would be Ahsoka. Yeah, hers have a unique sound to them.
Shock battle.
It's a shock baton. I didn't know how to say baton, so I said baton.
Enter multi-lock mode.
I need it to come out of multi-block mode. This is weird, it's like it's stuck. It's not turning off.
Exit multi-lock mode.
There we go. That was, like, brutally loud. I mean, like, I think it would wake the neighbors if we were out in the field or something.
The sorcerer.
The sorcerer. Probably Palpatine. Okay.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. It's fun to figure out who some of these people are. Sacrifice? I don't know who that is.
Harmony.
I'm gonna say Ray. No, not Ray. Because I said Harmony. I was like, Harmony?
The Slayer.
I'd be interested to see like who these are supposed to be. The Slayer. Like that. My default thought is Anakin's, because that's always had been the joke. Youngling Slayer 9000.
Forgotten Padawan.
Forgotten Padawan. Cracked ego. More than one way of saying Kylo Ren, because I've seen a few that are like that. I think that one said run, which is usually code. That's usually code for Vader.
Emperor's Hand.
Mara? Yep, that's Mara. Character we are not going to get to see on screen at any point, which kind of sucks. I mean, at least as far as I know, because I mean, they didn't go the route of, what's his name? Of Luke ever having a family, which was kind of like what the extended universe did.
Ninth Sister.
Ninth Sister. So this is Masana Tides. Cool. It's got a really nice sound to it.
The Betrayed.
The Betrayed. Maybe that was Mace's, because he was literally betrayed.
The Redeemed.
The Redeemed.
Ruler's Heirloom.
Ruler's Heirloom? Darksaber.
Evil Fool.
Evil Fool, alrighty.
Thunder God.
Thunder God. Okay. Oh. Stop.
Enter Motion Block Mode. Exit Motion Block Mode.
That's funny. It's the sound of Mjolnir from any of the Marvel movies where he spins it. That's the sound it makes when it moves.
And one modification.
The fuck was that? That was like a really long-winded shutdown.
The Return.
Sounds very much like Luke's, but it's got a blue to it, so maybe not.
The Hermit in the Sands.
Okay, that one's easy. That's Obi-Wan.
Father.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Savage Knight.
So Savage Oppressed, probably.
Lightsaber.
We already did that.
Emperor.
I didn't hear that. I always found that his did not have a very aggressive sound to it at all.
Fire.
So it sounds more like a blade that's on fire. So it's called the fire. Maybe I'm like thinking about these kind of wrong because we had Thor show up in one of them. So maybe these are more like they've been named in such a fashion that they are not specifically Star Wars character saber sounds. So just a thought there.
Kylo.
I've heard this one.
Rey.
Rey. That's accurate. That sounds like hers.
Battle. Metamorphose. Son of Corellia.
Okay, so we're back at the beginning. Son of Corellia. It's got a cyan hue to it, so that's definitely Cal. Be curious to actually look some of these up and find out if that's for real. So we kind of went through the soundboard. This is pretty top-notch sound. Like, it is super loud, super bright. They are baselit single LED sabers, so I mean they seem to still have a good range of controllable color to them, despite that fact. So if you look at this, so this is how. So you got these both lit up right now. I had to charge this one, but it only took I'd say about an hour to actually charge properly, so that was pretty okay. The bottom part is actually changeable too, in case we didn't go over that. So you can actually remove the pommel piece entirely. Okay, and so you can get ones that are character accurate. So that's pretty. I think this is a very impressive saber. Their price point is significantly lower than Ultra Sabers, as an example. Again, it's that batch style that would really annoy me, but otherwise, I would say it's got also a multi-block mode, meaning if you're gonna go do like a scene or something and you want the sound effects playing, you can actually hit multiple blocks and it'll give you a slightly different sound for each one, within reason. Obviously, it's not going to be a whole bunch of them. So we're going to turn it off.
Metamorphose.
Now to fully turn them off, I'm just confirming, but with one of these buttons held down for 10 whole seconds and then it will shut off the whole thing.
Battle. Rey. Power off.
Okay, so that formally powers off the lightsaber. So that's the bottom one here. Then the top one here will
Power on.
fire it back up. We left it in raise mode. Now, one thing we haven't done is actually power this up with an actual saber blade in it. So we actually have the blades right here. These are, this is their first time ever actually being, like, they really weren't used, according to the gentleman I got this off of. So we're going to put this in and then tighten down the retention screw. I don't know how I feel about there only being one retention screw to hold this down, but honestly, I'm not going to be doing a whole ton of dueling with it, so that's totally fine. They just look good sitting on their thing with Cal Kestis's setup on them, so we're just going to quickly screw this in. really good turn. Give it to let go. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna fire it up with an actual blade in it. We'll go so you can see an actual, like, there we go. So you can actually step away from the screen for a sec here. Now, I would not use a blade this long normally, because I don't do I usually go with a 32. Because these are essentially Claymore length blades, and I would not use one of those. So that's what it looks like in an actual... Not bad for a baselet. I would have probably went with a prismatic style blade personally, but you can actually also, these do come with a default connector. You can actually remove the blade ends on both. So I'm going to take the other one. I'm not attaching both blades because that would be ludicrous in this really small space, but I will connect the bottom panel. I will connect the other saber, because the bundle I got was this, basically buy one, get one free. Okay. Comes with a, hold on here. Comes with this guy. So this is a connector. Okay, and then we have this one. I'd say that the blades, at least the these guys are like, I would say about, oh, I don't know, it's almost 2 feet long just for the hilts. This one might need to be charged. Definitely. Okay, but point being, you got your, just with those emitters, they add like an extra like 2.5 inches to the saber. But it'd be kind of cool to put the smaller, lower profile ones. But I mean, these kind of fit nicely. You know, you can get a real good swing on it.
Enter multi-block mode. Exit multi-block mode. Battle. Metamorphose. Son of Corellian.
Yeah, that's what they're going for with this. Yeah, not bad. And the second hilt definitely has some weight to it. I will give it that much. So, obviously, you're not going to get too much into the flourishing, not down here, and not on a 36-inch blade, because I will absolutely break the shit out of something. Something will get broken. That's just how this will go. We're just going to disconnect the second part. Takes out the light bulb. Almost more efficient than that episode of Mr. Bean where he decided the only way to turn it off was with a handgun. That's a super old school Mr. Bean, for those who don't recognize the reference. Okay, so yeah, you get your options between all the, as you saw, you got all, like, there was like 25 different sound fonts. Some of them from Marvel, some of them from like actual Star Wars. main character ones and stuff. Some of them that aren't technically character lightsaber fonts, but still sound pretty damn cool. So I guess that's kind of our review of the Kyberlight V10 lightsaber system. I've got to say I'm impressed. I would say there's some of my other ones that I favor just because of the way they're designed. Just I like them more, but being able to choose the character skin without having to go and buy out a whole other saber, like you can actually order on their website other parts. So if I wanted some Darth Vader parts, I could get Darth Vader parts. They would have them. If I wanted more Rey stuff, they would have that too. Like, they've got options. So I do recommend giving these guys a try out. Again, be aware of that batch system, but otherwise, I mean, check them out. Seriously, they're called Kyberlight. Kyber spelled like they would in Star Wars, so Kyberlight, so one word. And they have a lot of good... like I saw their V4s, like that was like when I first was introduced to them, and I was like, oh, I don't want to wait for one, and well, opportunity knocked, so we swung anyways. So that's kind of our review of this. I would say that you've got a lot of different options, and obviously customizable firmware means you can change things up as you see fit. They have an excellent soundboard on them as it is, like just the ones that they'll be sent out with, but they also are like super loud, so you get a really good sound out of them. I would actually almost want to turn this one down a little because it is almost like ear shattering to be like right up front and, you know, personal with it. Also with some extra options turned off, so you burn a little bit less battery, and these are dual ready. You can use these, and they do come with a warranty right out of the box. So that's kind of my review of the Kyberlight Lightsaber. You got to see all the features, the type of charger, all the, you know, the customizations, and I mean, there is what it started as this kind of almost like knockoff Darth Vader to now a full like fledged Cal Kestis lightsaber. That is, I would say, this is almost replica grade to an extent. Like, it looks very much like his saber. It's very close, and I know I spent a lot of time in the saber editors in the game, and you guys were right there along with me. So I'm gonna punch off though. If you want to, you know, like, follow, subscribe, and do all that stuff, we're here on YouTube where you're watching this. That's Pydera Space 74. You could throw a subscribe down. Over on Twitch, we're Pydera_74, where, you know, we do a lot of our live streams as well. We are currently in a partnership with Dubby. They make energy drinks that you can mix at home, and I would say that it's probably one of my favorite producers for it. So definitely go check that out. And if you want to support the channel a little, don't forget to throw our creator code in, which is Pydera74, no spaces. You'll find it in the video description below, as well as their website URL. If you want to support us a little more directly, we actually have a tip link that is pushed through Streamlabs. So, you know, do what you're going to do. We'll look forward to hearing from you or seeing that subscribe so you can keep up with all the content that we do. I'm going to punch off and go do other things. Thanks for checking it out. Pydera out. Leaving. Goodbye. Going to do other things.